Greetings, sending you all some warm, positive vibrations. This is Body Culinary. Happy Blessed Sunday. So, I thought I'd stop in before I go into classes today for a quick chat and a Sunday meetup. So, I'm going to get some movement in today. We get some movement in every day at 5 a.m. in the mornings, Eastern Standard Time. So, reach out to me if you're interested in that. But it's Sunday and I am craving to move. Yesterday, it's some kind of movement every day, but yesterday was more like a rest day. So I'm putting a heart rate monitor on because I like to be efficient. So much time can get sucked up on the internet. So I like to make use of my time on the internet. So if I'm going to chit chat, I can get some movement in at the same time. So got my heart rate monitor on. You can put your heart rate monitor on, which is just a good way to keep track of and to get an idea of how your body is responding the positive stress of movement, right? If you're taking medications or if you're really deconditioned, it can be a good way for you to know that your body is safe. So I'm going to put my heart rate monitor. If you want to know my heart rate monitor and my favorite tools, then you can reach out to me, info@body-culinary.com. I have a list of my favorite tools for building your home gym. So you can get your movement practice on at home. Right? So if you have enough space for a mat, you have enough space to administer deeply therapeutic movement, deep therapy to yourself. It's something that you have access to, right? So make sure that you're listening to your body. If you're on medication, use your common sense. If you're on medications, if you have injuries, make sure you're cleared from your doctor for movement. Other than that, the ego will take out the host. So many people like to jump into weights too quickly or do too much too quickly. It can be very important to prepare your tendons, your joints, and your ligaments for movement if you are deconditioned or if you haven't been moving or if you're doing a new type of movement. That's common sense. You go too fast, you don't listen to your body, you'll wind up with injury, and that's going to really set you back or turn you off to movement. So that being said, I like to set my heart rate monitor during the week. When we do our 5 a.m. movement practice, that's set for functional training. So I'm not using the GPS. And today I was going to go outside, but I have so much stuff lined up. I'm going to do it in the house. Otherwise, I won't get it in. So I'm going to set it for other indoor because I don't need my GPS. I'm going to be using my jump rope. I have some water nearby, a towel because I usually get pretty sweaty. And exercise is doing so many things. So get your water, get your towel. Make a note if you have any injuries. You can always reach out to me. You can progress or regress any type of movement, right, to make it appropriate. So we're going to go over that. If you're not able to jump, if you don't have a jump rope, you can use 2 towels. So with a lot of the ladies in the morning, if you have 2 dish towels, if you're like my mom, you can lift your knees to the chest strap to put your knees right on your chest, right? That can keep you injury free, do what you're able to do. So grab your towels. My water's right here. My heart rate monitor is here. I have my bands. In case I want to do my bands, because I'm going to do a nice, efficient movement practice. When I get sweaty, I feel like I'm releasing a lot of stress. So I feel like I'm forgetting everything. We got everything? Get your heart rate monitor and let's go. We don't need perfection. We need safety and we need consistency if you're looking to get any kind of result. If you're new to this channel, welcome. I'm Body Culinary, aka Kwasapeacefull eating. Natural born woman, shout out to you, whatever your expression is. But I am some with natural fallopian tubes and all that other stuff. That does count hormonally, right? That does count hormonally. If your body is designed with fallopian tubes, a uterus, if you've had children as I have had and breastfed, we're dealing with something different biologically. So we want to just be mindful of protecting our wounds. For everybody, we want to be protective of our lower back, shoulders, neck, and knees, right? So you want to be careful and respect your biology. So everyone's welcome here as long as we are respectful, right, of our different experiences. So professional chef, personal trainer, been in food and nutrition and fitness for over 30-something years. I'm not anti-makeup on this channel, though as someone that's had a lot of acne, I do like to enjoy my own hair and my skin. So I have very, very fine Afro textured hair. By the way, this is my accidental hairstyle today. I'm always discovering what my very fine hair can do. So this is what my hair is doing today. I just happened to put it up in this little twisty twists. So I'm like, oh, this could work fine for the workout because I don't want to feel like I have carpet on my neck. So that's what we're working with today. Sweating is also, if you have a lot of acne, is very good for cleansing your lymphatic system. I know people like to buy all these expensive cleansing kits, but consider your movement as a type of natural mechanical detox, if you will. You're also cleansing your lymphatic system. Oh, so let me grab my rope. Grab your 2 towels if you haven't already. And then we'll get my rope. And wouldn't you know it, I just remembered that I gave my rope to somebody else. So we're going to do an old school style. If you don't have a rope, you don't have any equipment, that's my specialty because I don't like to give myself excuses. All right. So my heart rate started. You can keep the voice prompt on, is at 93 beats per minute. I can see that represented as a percentage, right? So that's 92 beats per minute or 51%. That means I'm not doing much of anything at all. So I'm just going to have to go old school because I have a habit of giving myself away and I can say exactly what my heart rate is doing. So let's get a little bit warmed up. If you feel very winded at any point in time, you can do what I call active rest, which is lifting your knees to the chest. So you're pumping blood back up to your heart, right? You're not coming to a complete stop and you allow your heart rate to come down so that you can recover. So arms extended, shoulder height. That means you're not dropping down. You're tucking your pelvis under. This pinches the lower back. You're going to tuck your pelvis under, pull your belly button into your spine, arms extended. Strive as much as you can to kick your leg up to touch your hand, right? Same foot, same hand, kick it up. So it's 1, 2, it's a nice recovery workout. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. You are improving fitness. 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25. So if you have the 2 towels, right, you can either go right here or I don't know who I gave my jump rope to, training people this week. I'll find it. You can also, excuse me, plant. Thank you. You can also just have your legs right here. Get the knees up or knees to the chest. So it's a nice way to work on your coordination. Knees up. If that is too challenging for you, you have basic jump, which is my feet together. Nice, light on the feet, right here. 30 seconds, breathing nice and deep. Or you can have your knees up. 20 seconds to go. Basic jump, or knees up, or knees to the chest. So you can be creative and get rid of your excuses. Good, and relax. Let's start to activate the core. Heart rate already is up to 76%. Coming down to your mat. Tabletop position. So I'm on my hands and knees. I always like to incorporate a lot of core. If I look from the side, my hips are tucked under. I'm pressing my hands into the floor, pressing my body away from the floor. So my left elbow and right knee come together. Then I have a full extension. They meet together and then fully extend. Make sure you raise the arm up, same height as your shoulder. Try to get the leg up the same side as your hip. Try not to let your hips turn out to the side. Left elbow to right knee. So this is 1. Breathe deep. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25. Shake your tail feather a little bit to release your back. Again, press your hands into the floor. You're spreading the fingertips. Press your body away from the floor. Elbows are straight. This is no bueno. This is going to jack up your neck. Press your hands into the floor. Opposite side. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25. So shake your tail feather, coming right up. So the whole goal is to get your core nice and hot. Hey, greetings, Rose. Greetings, Rose. So if you don't have a rope, again, use 2 dish towels. You can use the bands, use whatever you have. So we're going for another 60 seconds. Good, and go. So knees can go to the chest. Knees are going to your chest. Touch the knees to your chest if you want to get an extra stretch on your upper back. Here we go. So you can either have basic jump, light on the balls of your feet, or knees are up. Breathe nice and deep. Light on the feet. So did you know that coordination, like jump rope, is actually excellent for your brain health, right? When you have to make decisions. Heart rate is at 72%. 30 seconds. If you need to pause, take your knees to the chest. 20 seconds.
You are improving fitness.
10 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and relax. Heart rate is at 83%. No machines. Coming down to the floor. So I like to do a lot of core work because a lot of the population, we have issues with our back. So we're going to open up the hips. Spread your fingertips. Press them flat into the floor. Tuck your hips under. Belly button is drawn into the spine. For level 1, step that right foot outside of the right hand. You're going to feel a nice stretch inside the thighs. Knee comes down. Opposite side, step that left foot outside the left hand. Bring it right back down. Knees underneath the hips. Stay at level 1 or level 2. If you've been moving with me longer, tuck your hips under. Press your hands into the floor. Right foot steps outside the right hand. Now that back leg, push that heel towards the back wall. Step center. Left foot steps outside the left hand. My right extended leg, I'm squeezing the glute on this side to open up my hips. Make sure you're pressing your hands into the floor, back to the center. So I'll take this as 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9. Hold 9 for a little bit. Push that back heel to the wall. Squeeze that left glute. Feel the stretch in the hip. Step center. Left foot. Steps outside the left hand. Back to center. Step it out. Center. Out. Center. Coming up. So we're getting the core temperature nice and hot. I can already feel my body's nice and hot. No machines necessary. Grab your rope. Grab your towel again. 1, 2 dish towels, 2 dish rags, whatever you have. The whole goal is to can your excuses. Start wherever you are. Take hair off the table. Take food off the table. Eating real food. If you have space for a mat. Ready? Here we go. So you can touch the knees to the chest. By the way, natural body's mat over here. We want to keep the thighs tumor and growth free. That's the most important thing, right? So natural bodies matter. Here we go. You can either stay with your basic jump, just flick the wrist, or you can come right here. Breathe nice and deep. The more you breathe, the more you burn. Light on the feet. That's 20 seconds. So at least I can get something in quick before my other classes. Also, if you have internet disease, that's what I'm calling internet disease. You're getting anxious from scrolling. This is a good way to kind of break that up. So you can go back to basic, or you can lift your knees to the chest, take your appropriate level. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, it's up. So you can let me know how hard are you working on a scale of 1 to 10. Coming down to your mat again. Woo. Wipe the face off if you need to. Woo. All right. So we're going to take a set of mountain climbers. So modify. Tuck your hips under. Spread your fingertips, press your hands into the floor. Knees should be underneath the hips. Your wrists, elbows, and shoulders lined up. Your head should not be dropping down. That's no bueno. It should be here. You're looking straight down, but draw your chin in. Level 1. Tap the toe. Bring the knee right underneath the chest. Place it back down. Tap the toe. Other side. Bring the knee underneath the chest so you're stretching your back and engaging your core at the same time. If you're level 2, come into your full extension. Tuck your hips under. Squeeze your glutes the entire time. Tap the toe. Bring the knee underneath the chest. Back down. Tap the toe. Back to center. Here we go. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. Really bring it underneath the chest. 4, 4. Level. You pick it up. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hands flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rest if you need to. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Rest if you need to. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take a moment and roll your wrists out. Squeeze the hands, splay the fingers, squeeze and then split. Coming up. Now by now, you should be nice and hot and toasty. So we're only 12 minutes in. Take a sip of water if you need to. So it's a good opportunity to knock out 20 ounces of water first thing in the morning. That's going to help to hydrate you so you don't have a whole bunch of dried out, crusted waste in your system. Don't sip it or gulp it down too fast. Sip it. Take your time. Where you going? So we're going to take those standing kicks, again, this time on a diagonal. Right? So we're going to work all the different directions that the body can move. So try to keep your arms up. So make sure you tuck the pelvis under your waist speed. The sacred waist speed should be going in the direction of your nose, so you're not pinching the back. Arms extended, shoulder height. Try to keep them up, shoulder height. Your foot is kicking over to the opposite hand. Make sure you're deep breathing. Here we go. 1, pick it up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25. Heart rate is at 77%. So we're going to take some external hip rotation. We want to keep the hips nice and open. These start to close down. Sitting down too much closes down the hip and also starts to affect your back. So again, re-engage, pull the belly button in. We're going to take an external hip rotation. If it's too challenging on your hip flexors, then you can bend the knee, but really let your knee rotate out to the side. That's a short lever, or you can take a long lever. Take your time, even if you do less repetitions, listen to your breath. If you're standing next to you, you should be able to hear your inhale and your exhale. Heart rate is at 69%, so a little bit recovered. Hands up. So I'm working my right leg. If you're mirroring me, you may be working your left leg. So you don't cover your eyes. You should be able to see over your hands. Try to get your elbows in. Here we go. 1, kick over a tall person's head. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12,
You are improving
13,
fitness.
14, and 15. Internally rotate. So again, if you need to bend the knee, you can bend the knee. Even if you do less repetition, take your time and breathe. So think of you kicking over your screen or your computer or a tall person. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. I'm going to work the obliques, which also wrap around to support your back. So I don't want the front of your leg. I want the seam of your pants is going parallel to the ceiling. Try not to flip the foot. You want to externally, kick the foot out with control and put it back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 5, 4, 3, 2, good, and 1. So you should feel your obliques. There, grab your towel or your bands, whatever you have to twirl, whatever's going to be your jump rope for today. Grab your 2 dish towels. Get in when you fit in. 4, 3, 2. So you can either lift the knees to your chest, or you have a basic light jump or knees up. Here we go. Belly button is drawn into your spine. Natural bodies matter over here. You just want to keep the body healthy. If it's not toned, then it's not going to be lifted. And that's simple, right? You have the knees up, light on the feet. Breathe nice and deep. If you need to rest, then you rest, lift the knees to the chest, and come right back. That's 30 seconds. 30 seconds to go. $15 seconds. Heart rate is at 79%. 81%. 4, 3, 2, and relax. Heart's at 83%. So if I was in the gym on the stair mill, that's the equipment I might use to get my heart rate up. Let's open up the hip on the opposite side. Lift your knees to the chest if you need to. Leave the medicine ball off to the side, opening up the hips. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. I'm doing extras. I'm like lost in the sauce. I did like several extra. Internal. 1, 2, the 9 extra. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Side kicks out to the side. Use your breath. I want to kick the plant, excuse me. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 16 is one that's 25. 17, 18, 19, 20, 5, 4, 3, 2, good. And 1. Now I gotta add extra 9 on the opposite side with the external hip rotation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Next movement patterns open up the front of the body. So you're going to step backwards, arms full extension. So your arm should be in alignment with your ears, belly buttons drawn in. So step back, reach your fingertips for the ceiling. Step back. So arms are straight right here. So make sure your back knee is not slamming into the floor. Draw your belly button into the spine. Here you go, step it back. 1, nice and easy. 1, big step back. 2, if you need to make the movement pattern smaller, you can make it smaller. But drop the back knee. Good. 4, nice and easy. 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, arms reach for the ceiling. 9, 9, 10, 10, last 5, 5, 4, go for good form. 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, good, and 1. Body should be nice and hot. My heart rate is at 80%. Take a sip of water if you need to. So it's not that hard, challenging, but manageable. So I ask you, what do you need your body to be able to do for you in the next month, 5 months, year, 3 years, 5 years, right? If you're not investing into the 401k of your vitality, then you should really expect your body to serve you when you need it to, right? So going back to knee ups in the rope. So again, you can just twirl, working your coordination with your wrists right here. Strive to touch the knee up to the chest so you get a stretch in your lower back. Number 2, level 2 is right there. Number 3, knees up. My legs are not, heels are not going to the back. My knees are to the front. Ready and go. Take your appropriate level. If you're right here, stay right here. Or if you're here, or knees up. Nice and easy. Soft landing on the feet. Engage your core. Breathe nice and deep. Whew. Hard to be in a bad mood when you're jumping up and down. So this is therapy. I learned 30 some years ago that exercise is just as effective. My band is getting caught up as psychotherapy. Very effective to make yourself feel better. Woo. Knees up. If you need to pause, but come right back. Woo. Last 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, woo. And relax. Coming down to the mat. Come right down to your mat. So, cross your arms across the chest, and then throw it back, cross and throw. Arm circles back. We're gonna take some push-ups. So kneeling is fine on your push-ups. They can be kneeling. You wanna go for quality form. If you're only able to do one, then do one with good form and stay right there. That's the thing, we wanna activate our core while we're doing the push-ups, right? So from all fours, walk your knees and back of the hips. Squeeze your thighs together. Squeeze your knees together. Tuck your hips under. Your hands are flat. Angle the elbows so they're facing backward. Your head and your face is not touching the floor. You're not humping the floor either. You're squeezing your butt cheeks. You're going to bend straight at the elbows. Try to get your chest to touch down. Exhale as you come up. Here we go. Down. Exhale up 1. Down. Exhale up 2. Press your thumb, the index finger into the floor. Down. Exhale up 3. Make sure you press all the way up. 4, 5. Down. Exhale up 6. Down. Exhale up 7. Down. Exhale up 8. Down. Exhale up 9. Down. Exhale up 10. Down. Exhale up 1. Down. Exhale up 2. Down. Exhale up 3. Down. Exhale up 4. Down. Exhale up 5. Down. Exhale up 6. Down. Exhale up 7. Down. Exhale up 8. Down. Exhale up 9. Down. Exhale up 10. Now you can rest if you need to, otherwise keep going. Down. Exhale up 1. Down. Exhale up 2. Down. Exhale up 3. Down. Exhale up 4. Down. Exhale up 5. Down. Exhale up 6. Down. Exhale up 7. Down. Exhale up 8. Down. Exhale up 9. Down. Exhale up 10. Sit your glutes back to your heels. Feel a nice stretch on your back. So that's 30. So remember, if you start with 1, that's fine. Everybody has to start somewhere. One time I couldn't do 1 push-up. So you're going to grab your band. If you don't have a band, you're looking straight down. Extend your legs, point your toes, squeeze your glutes, lift the front of your thighs off the floor. You're going to look down. Raise your torso off the floor. Squeeze your back muscles together. If you have a band, a towel, or a rope, your arms are fully extended. As you raise up, you're bringing the band to your chest. Exhale as you come up. Listen to your breath. Here we go. 1, 2, or it's 3. Look down. 4, 5, 6. Squeeze your glutes. 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Rest for a second. Now, even though you're laying straight down, you want to tuck your pelvis, pull your belly button away from the floor. So even though you're facing down, you're still activating your core. You're looking straight down. You're going to do superhero shiro. You're going to fly / swim. Same time. So look down, squeeze your butt cheeks or your glutes, raise the front of your thighs off the floor. You're going to paddle the arms and the legs. This is to strengthen your back muscles. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and relax. Sit your glutes back to your heels again. Woo. Good stretch there. Almost done. I'm going to add a little bit of legs. Coming up. So you should be nice and hot. No gym required. So y'all missing up if you get up late. You can train yourself to get up earlier. It's a sacrifice, right? Things can't change by you being comfortable. The ego, the mind wants to stay the same. People say that they want to change, but we have, as humans, a split mind, right? Your ego wants to stay comfortable. It's trying to make you feel better by eating junk food. But at the end, food junk doesn't feel good. Knowing that you're taxing your pancreas and your liver and your gallbladder, that doesn't feel good. Knowing that in the back of your mind actually undermines your esteem. So let's take a quick set of my beloved Harriet squats. Now, why would we call them Harriet squats? If you know Harriet Tubman, put a thumbs up in the chat or a chocolate heart in the chat. So if you need to touch your glutes to a chair or a box, you can do that. So if you have issues with your knees, it's likely these muscles are weak, the muscles surrounding your knee. You're also likely tight. So to keep yourself out of your knees, sit your hips and glutes back to touch a chair, stand up and squeeze your glutes. This is not staying all the way up, engaging your glutes. You want to open the hip joint all the way up. So you're going to touch your knees to the chair behind you. We're also going to drive the knees up. Going to be almost done. Let me just show you so I can make sure that you're not jacking yourself up. All right? You're responsible for yourself, so use your common sense. All right? Use your common sense. So if your hips and glutes are going backwards, that's a perfect squat. There's no force going into your knees. Again, if you have issues or special concerns, just reach out to me, info@bodyculinary.com in the mornings. We do our movement practice. We do lots of modifications, so you can get in where you fit in. If you're deconditioned or you used to be an athlete, all of that, just reach out. All right, so take your hips and glutes back. If I was standing behind you and pulling your hips backwards, right, your butt should be going backwards. If you're going like this, if you can't see your feet because your knees are going over, you're going to jack up your knees, and that's not what we want, right? Belly button's drawn into the spine. Here we go. Sit it back. Drive the knee up. This is one. One. Use your breath. 2, 2, 3, 3.
You are improving fitness.
4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10. See? Easy, right? Knees up. You can either touch your knees to the chest or a little bit of a jog in place. Good. Squat again. To the back. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10. Woo. Knees in place. Drive it up. All right, squat again. All right, is at 84%. Woo, here we go. 1, 2, 2. Drop it like it's hot. 3, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 10, and 10. Last time. Drive the knees straight up. There we go. And we are done. Heart rate is at 86%. That's a nice hit it and quit it. So you're coming down to the floor and a nice little lunge. So you're going to lunge forward. If you need to put cushion, underneath your knees. Add a little cushion. So you can lunge forward, but tuck your hips under. Squeeze your glute on that bottom leg. My right knee is down. So right fingertips reach up to the ceiling. Reach your right fingertips over to the left side. So this is totally optional. You're going to slide your rear leg to the back. You don't have to do a full split, but just so you feel slight discomfort. Once you feel a slight stretch, you're going to gently rock side to side, back and forth. If you don't have the range of motion, leave this out, right? And you can also come onto, again, listen to your body, onto your elbow. You're squeezing the rear glute so you feel more stretch in your hip. Push your hands into the floor on the yoga block. Push yourself out. Lunge on the other side. So in a modified lunge, you're going to lunge forward, but then take your hips, if your waist speeds are spilling forward, tuck them under, right? Squeeze the glute on this bottom leg. Ooh, dripping with sweat. So squeeze the glute on this bottom leg. So my left knee is down. Left fingertips reach up to the ceiling. Left fingertips reach over to the opposite side. Ooh, that's a good stretch. Now you can leave this out. This is optional. I'm going to slide, shimmy my back leg to the rear, right? And then once you find slight discomfort, you're going to gently rock side to side, back and forth. So you can feel the stretch. Then if you're able to, come onto your elbow. So you can feel the stretch in that front hip. Also in the rear hip. Press your hands into the floor. Press yourself out.
You're burning fat.
We're going to come into a triangle stretch. Your tripod. Belly button is pulled in. Pouring the sweat. Inhale and exhale. Walk your hands forward. And don't round your back. Reach your chest in the direction of the floor. Wiggle your toes in your body so you can work your way into the stretch. Draw the belly button in, away from the floor. Feel that stretch. Breathe into your stretch. As the heart rate starts to come down, walk your hands backwards. So you may be mirroring me, but I'm leaning over to my right side. I'm going to take my right arm and press my right thigh open. Left fingertips, palm faces the floor. Or reaching for the right toes. Feel a nice stretch along the side of the body. Circle the arm around. Reach it over again. Oh my God, that feels so good. Let the body float up. Over to the opposite side. So I'm leaning over to my left side. I'm going to take my left arm and help to press my left thigh open. My right fingertips are reaching over to the side. Right fingertips are reaching for the left toes. Feeling a nice stretch along the side of the body. Circle it around. Reach it over again. Oh, gosh. Let the body float up. And last one. Left leg is extended. So this is not active. This is active, right? So I'm bringing my right heel in alignment with my right glute. I'm going to extend my left arm. I'm going to bring it around and hook my left elbow around my right knee and hug this knee nice and close to the chest. My backhand is flat. My elbow straight. And I'm going to inhale, exhale, hug the knee into the chest. Look over the rear shoulder. And breathe into your stretch. So getting a nice twist and stretch in your spine. Good. And release. Opposite side. Right leg is extended straight and nice and active. I'm going to extend the right arm. I want the crook of my right arm to hug around my left knee. Back hand is straight. Hugging that knee nice and close into the chest. Inhale. And exhale. Look over the rear shoulder. Breathe into your stretch. Going to release. So I invite you to set an intention for your day to seal your practice, as we would say in yoga. You can set an intention for your day when you think of how challenging it is to maintain focus, motivation. You can lose your motivation and your focus very easily scrolling the internet. You can lose it very easily in gossip, right? If you think of your motivation like a form of currency, it's really, really expensive and you can lose it. So I invite you to set an intention for your day. I invite you to consider how ideally you would like to respond to the triggers, and there are a lot of them, the triggers and the challenges that are going to be placed before you today. right? How can you respond to them so that you can hold on to your focus and your motivation, right? So I invite you to take a nice big deep breath in through the nose and then exhale through the mouth. And inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Maintain your awareness on the flow of breath in and out of the body. Bring your awareness to your toes, allowing your toes, big toes, pinkies, soles of the feet, tops of the feet, your ankles, your heels, your shins, your knees, and your thighs. Allow them to become very heavy and to sink down into the floor underneath you. Allow your glutes, your hips, your reproductive organs. Allow them to become very heavy, sinking down into the floor underneath you. Bring your awareness to your lower back, your mid back, your upper back, and shoulders. Allow them to sink into the direction of the floor. Allow your stomach, your belly button, your chest, your heart, allow them to soften and relax. Allow your throat to relax. Allow your palms, your fingertips, your wrists, your forearms, elbows, upper arms, and shoulders to relax. Notice as your ears rest gently along the sides of your face, your ears soften to the sounds around you. Your tongue rests gently in your mouth. Your eyes rest softly in the sockets. Your brain slows down to relax. I invite you today to feed yourself and your nervous system the most beautiful, colorful, nutrient-dense, peaceful fuel that is available. Fuel that is kind to your arteries, your colon, to your entire body temple. And I invite you to create a great day on purpose, simply because you said so. And that's our quick movement practice as all my folks are waking up. So let me know, what did you get on your heart rate monitor? All right, that was a quick little 254. I'm off to my
Training
other
paused at 41 minutes,
class.
43 seconds. Training stop.
Feel free to join me in the mornings, 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you have space enough for a mat, you have enough space to get a deeply therapeutic movement practice on. It's the best thing I've done for myself in 30-something years. Whether you have children or not, it doesn't matter. I'm in the second portion of my life in my 50s, and I'm intentional about enjoying my own hair and skin, about enjoying my human suit. This is an investment into your vitality, into the 401k of your life. What do you need your body to be able to do for you? So now you got to do is add some real food, hopefully find some hair that is very convenient. We can take a lot of worry and stress off the table. Like, what is important? I'm not anti-makeup. I can appreciate little pixie cut and all of that, but it's up to you to find what works best for you in your lifestyle. What can you sustain and maintain with ease, right? What kind of hair can you sustain with ease if you want to go out into the rain, if you want to get sweaty? What builds esteem? There's nothing that I know like a movement practice daily to build a solid base of esteem. And you can really train your taste buds and find enough food that you enjoy that is healthy, right? So that we're not dependent on all the waist trainers and the makeup and things. You take those things off, you can really have a spontaneous smile when you look at the mirror, right? I'm off to class. Create a great day. You're invited to come along for the journey with Body-Culinary on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, some on Facebook. Get on the email. There is a full day retreat that is coming up with whole fresh living foods, your garden practice, the whole lifestyle, your movement practice, your food, your garden, also kitchen garden apothecary, using your food to heal your skin. I had a truckload of acne. It's not any product over the counter, unnatural, or even the health food store products that cleared my skin up. It was movement, and my products are the food. And that's straight up. Hey, Rose, we're doing home workouts can build muscle. Yes. in terms of you're trying to look bulky like a bodybuilder, that's a whole nother kind of muscle. It depends on the aesthetic that you're looking for. But yes, that's just the basic overload principle. So you want to do that intelligently. It is really challenging to build muscle over the years, right? So even if you pick up 2 pounds of muscle in a year, that's a lot to dramatically change the shape of your body. So it's really about just understanding overload principle and how to use calisthenics, body weight to your advantage, how to overload the muscle. But yes, you can build muscle at home. If you're trying to look like you're on steroids, and I used to do fitness competitions, that's another kind of aesthetic. So um, there's a lot to consider: how much time you have, what different types of things you have at home. There's something that's going to be released. All my favorite things is going to be a heart rate monitor program, in addition to the different things you can have around your home that actually don't cost you very much. So even if you have a shoestring budget, there's a lot that you can do at home. As someone that's worked in top gyms and has also done fitness competitions, I have always known from the beginning that I wouldn't think I was even thinking so much as fitness. I knew that I needed time for myself before my son got up, because when your children get up or when you have your job, it's a wrap. So you can keep saying, I'm not telling grown folks what to do, but if you use your job as an excuse, um, the job is going to replace you. People replace you, spouses replace you. You can't replace you. So I invite you to consider rearranging. That's up to you to rearrange your mind to, I have to pay myself first. Otherwise, you're going to wind up bitter, angry, resentful, and you'll wind up self-medicating with alcohol, other substances, or overeating, or some other kind of thing to compensate. Your subconscious knows if you are feeling angry, resentful, if you just feel like you don't have time for yourself. That doesn't make sense. Then what are you alive for? Why are you working hard if you don't have the time for yourself? So anything is possible from home. I've seen people do all kinds of change their body. If you had like more of an Asian frame where you didn't have a whole lot of glutes, I've seen people build a glute. That's from fitness, not necessarily, not knocking anybody that's had procedures done. But I wish more women knew a lifted glute is exercise. And some of the things that we're doing to ourselves look unnatural. Even a lot of the bodybuilders, it's not necessarily functional. A lot of folks have that that don't train for balance and overload and hypertrophy. It's not functional. A lot of people's shoulders are gone, their back is gone, their knees are gone. I can think of top bodybuilders today that can't walk. So I don't know about you. I'm looking for longevity in the game. I don't want to be fit for 2 months. I am looking for longevity. I still want to jump rope and be active and playful in my 60s and my 70s. So there's a whole context to consider, right? So I know you already have a movement practice, Rose. You're welcome. I need to start waking up at 5 to work out with you. Yes, I'm up 5 a.m. Eastern Standard. And remember, it's earlier where I am, but I know how to get up early, right? Because getting up early, I cannot say enough about getting up early. If women, if folks, if women only knew how much life is leaving on the table, that is the only time, especially with so much social media today, where your mind can be quiet. Our subconscious and our nervous system is affected by the constant stuff that is being deposited one way into your subconscious by yelling, screaming, fighting. It's constant trauma to your subconscious. So where do you get a physical release? Where are you getting a feel-good shot of drugs from your own body where you don't even need to light up? This has been like my coffee for years. I don't need coffee. I don't need weed. I don't need a lot of things that are actually a lot of, and just one woman's perspective after years, over 3 decades, a lot of the things that we're doing to calm ourselves down are actually depleting the nervous system and affecting the brain. I don't want anything affecting my brain. There's enough things already in the environment, in the water and the air, that are already compromising the brain. The brain and the nervous system you want to protect. So I don't want a solution that's going to give me 3, 4, 5 more problems, and it's only a coping mechanism, right? That's like saying coffee is not sleep. Coffee is not rest. It's a stimulant. And many of us are even using food as a stimulant, right? So yeah, it's early, at least this time of the year, right? Some half of the year is going to be a 1 hour difference. So I can get up early because there's a lot of things, and you'll have to decide. A lot of things I cut out, because when I get real with myself, a lot of stuff is not worth it. A lot of the faux or not real in-depth relationships online, it's a fantasy. You don't know people online. So to be not making yourself go crazy, not if you're going to do something, do it for yourself. But if you're making yourself go crazy for that validation online, it's not real. It's not real, and it's very, very addictive. All the habits we have create neural pathways in your brain. All right, that's enough. So if you're in Flower Fit and Flower Fit, there's so many people that are in there. Please make sure you have an avatar or some way that I can recognize you. I'm very funny and have always been about the internet. I don't feel comfortable engaging with folks and I don't know who you are and I can't see you. So there's going to be a purge of Flower Fit. So make sure if you don't already have an application, you have one, or give me a shout out so I can know what your name is on Flower Fit, so I can put a name with a face, because it's going to be a purge. I need to be able to see who I'm dealing with. The community class is every Friday. That's by donation. Monday through Thursday. It's a 5 a.m. The full workout. Reach out to me if you want to train with me on a regular basis. That's every day. If you want the warm-up portion of the workout, sometimes I will rotate that. But to get the link after you register, you receive the link. Gotta go. Create a great day on purpose, and I will see you soon. Wait, where? What are you saying? Wait, where, Rose? I gotta jump off. Wait, where? Rose, you're already, if I'm not, and I see you change your avatar. But if you're already in Flower Fit, I think I can, but just send me a note. If you're already in the Flower Fit community, there's a Google form. If you follow the links to fill out the application for Flower Fit. Flower Fit is about, if we're coming together around activities only. Garden, start your garden, progress with your garden. Your fitness and eating peacefully, food that's peaceful to you. That's it. It's a mentality and a lifestyle. But just make sure I can put a name with the face. If I can't recognize you, then I'm going to wind up bumping that person out, and then you'll just put in the application. But I have to be able, if you're talking to me, I don't know who you are, that doesn't work for me. I need to see who I'm communicating with. And if you're in the early day movement practice, I cannot give you feedback and make sure that you are safe, right? If I cannot see your form, right? Or what it is that you're working with. And I want to make sure people are not underweight or they're not injuring themselves, right? So somebody needs to be able to see you. That's one of the challenges with online. We start getting comfortable with stuff that doesn't make sense. See you soon. Create a great day on purpose.